Listen, in order to maintain airspeed velocity, a swallow needs to beat its wings 43 times every second, right?
Hello and welcome to Soul Info. This is episode 1 in a series, and the reason I'm doing a series called Soul Info is because it's something I've been studying, the soul. I've been studying this since I was about 18, so I've amassed a lot of info over this time. Okay, now episode 1, I'm going to deal with the transference of energy. Now, as humans, every interaction we have with each other, there is a transference of energy. Now, majority of you are not aware of this, so I'm going to get into it. We use actual phrases every day that hint about this phenomenon. Okay, so for example, if you're around negative people, you'll use phrases like, oh, they're draining, or oh, I left that person and I just felt so drained. Drained? If you think about a drain is something that's just drawing out of something, okay? Now, this is why we're using this phrase, is because people do draw on your energy. Yeah? Your life force does go outside of you into them. Now, as souls, we are souls, by the way. We are 97% energy and 3% mass, meaning the body, this is not what we are. It's only 3% of what we are. The 97%, the energy, the soul, the spirit, whatever you want to call it, that's what we are. Okay, that's us. And we inhabit this body, this 3%. So, let's get into it. The reason you feel drained, or you say, oh, I haven't got the energy to deal with so-and-so today, is because why would you say I haven't got the energy to deal with somebody if they're not going to take none off you? If you're not going to pour none out into them? Why would you say that? It's an important question to ask. Why would you feel drained after if you've lost nothing? If nothing's been taken out? Right? If you empty a bath or a shower or whatever, the sewage system, a drain, we know what a drain is. A drain takes something out of you. And we are the soul. We are not the body. This is my arm, my head, my chest, my whatever. The reason I use those possessive terms is because they're not actually me. Me is the soul inside the body, inhabiting the vehicle. All right. Now, I like the way that it was said in the Celestine prophecy. It's quite a modern way of explaining, which is quite an ancient and old philosophy, which is, I think, originated with the Tao Te Ching, or the Tao, or some people in the West would call it Tao because of how it's spelled. It's spelled T-A-O. All right, but the Tao and the Celestine prophecy have this understanding that there are ways that people take your energy, and it's important not only to know in order to guard yourself and your own energy, but it's important to know because you probably do it to other people and don't know yourself. Now, when I first learned about it, I learned that I had a lot of these control dramas, as they're called. I'm just using the phrase that was in the book, but I'm gonna get into a lot more. Obviously, this is only episode 1. So the transference of energy is very important to understand, first of all. Now, if you have somebody who is intimidating, okay, it's a very popular one. And I know because I used to intimidate people a lot. Intimidating is quite self-explanatory. If you're very aggressive or shouting or you're violent, yeah, this will take energy from people. If you ever see a kid getting shouted, you've probably witnessed energy being taken. You'll see a shout hit a child and they immediately cry. I think as adults we're probably a little bit less susceptible to feeling a lot of torment and anguish about being shouted at, because it's something that will kind of build up a bit of a barrier, a protective way of dealing with it. Okay? But it's still important to understand. All right. So, intimidator, that's one of the 4 control dramas, the 4 main control dramas that people are using to take your energy during human interactions. Aloof is another one. Now, aloof means somebody who's not paying any attention to you. They're ignoring you. They're being aloof. Now, if you've had this situation, I'm sure you have at some point in your life, where you're trying to talk to somebody and they're just like, yeah, or they're, you know, just basically ignoring you, or they might even not even be speaking at all, and you're paying them attention. And the reason we use words like attention, tension again is an energy, and you're paying it to them. Okay, so to the unseen eye, what's actually taking place is your life force is pouring out of you into them. They feel better, you feel worse. That's why you come away and you say, I'm drained. That's why you come away and say, I haven't got the energy for so-and-so today, whoever they may be. Because you know on a subconscious level that they take your energy. All right? Interrogating is another one, another popular one. Probably something I used to do as well before I learned about this. Now, the reason it's important to know about the control dramas, like I said, you've got to stop doing it yourself. Because when you use the control drama to take someone's energy, you feel better momentarily because you have more energy. But what energy did you take? You took negative energy. When I get into a law of attraction one on another episode, I'll explain why having negative energy is only going to attract more negative energy, but that's for another time. So it's not beneficial for you to use your control dramas on people, whether you're aware that you're doing it or not. And it's not beneficial for anybody involved. The person who's having their energy taken or you taking it, it's not good for either one involved. Now, also, there is a poor me. This is a very popular one, especially in the UK where I'm from, where people just moan, oh, poor me, you know what I had to do, you know. And then guess what? You're now sympathizing with this person. And again, to the unseen eye, energy is pouring out of you into that person while you're sympathizing with them. And that's why they go away feeling better. Yeah? They feel better, you feel worse. Your energy is now leaving your body and going into them. Just because it's unseen don't mean it's not there. We can't see electricity, we can't see sound, we can't see most of the stuff that's going on around us. All right? Our eyes were developed or evolved, whatever way you look at it, or created in order to help us to interpret the world around us. Right? But it wasn't developed for seeing these other energies, which are unseen energies. But it's important to know. Now, the positive spin on this, and the other side to this, is that we do have very positive transference of energy with certain people and in certain situations. So you've experienced this as well at some point in your life. Whether you've been in love or whether you've had a friend who makes you feel better when you're around them, or, you know, people that you can build with. Like, I sat on the balcony the other day till 7 in the morning, and I think we started at about 1 in the morning, and we just couldn't stop talking and building energy, and we're all yawning, but nobody's tired. You know why? Because we're building energy. We're getting to a place, a higher place. All right? So, that's soul energy for you. Soul 1, transference of energy. It's important to understand. Now, I've had experiences where people are taking energy. I've had experiences where people are building energy with me and it's positive. And I know which one helps me. And I know that why, when I used to intimidate people, it was because I was on a low negative frequency, and seeing those happy people, yeah, that guy with that smile on his face that I just want to slap off his face, is an unconscious and subconscious drive to get to the level that they're at. And why do we want that level? happiness is not just something that feels good. It's something that helps you to create. It's something that helps you to manifest whatever you want. And like I said, I'll get into the law of attraction on another day. So yeah, transference of energy, man. Episode 1, soul info. Now, for some of you who know me, you know it's gonna get deep, and you've probably got a couple. Like I said, I'm gonna get into law of attraction. I'm gonna get into sound. Involved in that is gonna be the magic of music, the impact of every vibration around you, because you are an energy which has a vibration and a frequency. And so that's gonna be interesting. Anyway, peace.
Listen, in order to maintain airspeed velocity, a swallow needs to beat its wings 43 times every second, right?